millions are gathering around the world, raising awareness for the climate change crisis. Many Democratic presidential candidates are releasing their plans to combat it. A new CNN poll suggests this: climate change ranks #1 among issues for the party. And just this morning, Governor Jay Inslee of Washington has joined the ranks, issuing his 100% Clean Energy for America plan.
We must recognize that there is a dark cloud over America, and that is the dark cloud of climate change caused by carbon pollution that is an existential threat to the people of the United States.
Inslee's plan is based on a 10-year action time frame that starts with immediate executive action on day one. And the plan focuses on 3 main ideas. So let's tick through what they are. Number 1, 100% clean energy by 2035. Inslee says this, quote, will be the backbone of our economy, powering our homes, vehicles, and industry. Number 2, 100% clean vehicles by 2030. This includes 0 emissions in all new light-duty passenger vehicles, medium-duty trucks, and buses. And number 3, 100% clean buildings by 2030. The plan notes that climate pollution from buildings increased by 10% just last year. Joining me now, NBC's Vaughn Hilliard. Vaughn, you are following the governor at this event today. This is his first major policy rollout. Help me understand this, because while this new CNN poll says this is a top priority for Democrats, Jay Inslee wants, yes, to get the Democratic nomination, but he wants the country to care about this. And we've got a sitting president who it's even questionable if he acknowledges climate change.
And I think the big question here, Stephanie, is come that first debate in June, to what extent does Jay Inslee's message resonate on that debate stage with you have millions of people watching? He is the current sitting governor of Washington. We're here in Los Angeles. He was just here with the mayor, Eric Garcetti, highlighting the new electric bus system, the electric charging bus system here in Los Angeles. And I wanted to bring in the governor because we've got him right here.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you, Governor. And, you know, the question, there's a lot of candidates in this race. And in terms of specifics, we haven't seen much. And the question that Stephanie Ruhle just asked us was, to what extent does your plan actually begin to resonate with voters? Because a lot of the candidates, they're kind of using the Green New Deal as a crutch. But how is yours different from the Green New Deal?
Well, I think that, when you get a car, you want to get more than a bumper sticker. You want to actually get the car. And you got to have somebody who's designed the engine and designed the transmission and make sure the window wipers work. That's what I've done with this plan, because it is the most concrete and specific. It has real plans that we know really legally and economically can force investment to give Americans what they deserve, number 1. Number 2, you have a leader who's been leading on this for over a decade, who has actually passed these measures. These are not just ambitions, these are things I've actually done in my state. So we have passed a 100% bill. We've passed the best building plans in the country. We've passed a ban on super pollutants. We have almost 50,000 electric cars. This is not a rhetorical flourish for me, it's actual results. And I think people want results, and I can give confidence to them that I can bring results on this score.
You said it's not rhetorical flourish. Your campaign took a shot at former Texas Congressman Beto O'Rourke earlier this week, who introduced his own climate plan there. And your campaign statement said that, you know, Jay Inslee doesn't use borrowed rhetoric, doesn't take money from fossil fuel. Do you believe the rest of this Democratic field is invested in taking action on climate as you are?
Well, I think there's a lot of talent in this field. I know a lot of the aspirants. I think there's probably at least 18 to be good vice presidents.
Are they as committed?
I've already thought about that.
Are they as committed as you are?
Well, I'll let the voters decide, but I will tell you this. I don't know anybody in this nation who has co-authored a book on this subject 12 years ago, introduced legislation on this subject, helped form the United States Climate Alliance, which now has 24 states, and I did that with Governor Brown, whose leadership has been fantastic on this. I've worked with Eric Garcetti, whose leadership has been fantastic, who has now actually passed legislation, because I think you want to know somebody who can actually deliver the mail. I've delivered big time in my state. So no, I don't know anyone else who has that record, and I'm sure others will have a chance to talk about their aspirations. I am glad that more people are talking about this than than when I started in 2003. I think that's a great thing that others are catching up. I think it's a wonderful thing.
Now, you're calling your campaign a climate-focused campaign. You haven't run away from that.
Right.
We'll be talking about climate throughout the day-to-day and a year into the future, and hopefully in that debate. At the same time, I've got to ask you, Attorney General Barr, some of your other Democratic competitors have called for him to resign. Should he resign?
I think he should, and the reason is the nation needs an attorney general, not a valet for Donald Trump. And it is clear that this attorney general, in my view, has abrogated his legal responsibilities to the Americans of not being forthright with the American people about this critical issue of whether democracy will be maintained. I think he's forfeited his credibility. He might have done other good things in his life, but it's time to get a real attorney general rather than a handmaiden for Donald Trump.
Stephanie, this is Governor Jay Inslee.
Thank you.
We've been at multiple stops with him on these first couple months of the campaign trail, including down to some of the floodwaters in Iowa. We'll continue to be with you along the way.
Thank you.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.